The Unitarian Universalist Society of Menomonie meets here every Sunday. Hattie Bates grew up in the Unitarian Society during its earliest years. These are her words.
Oh, we had some fun there. We had dances, big church suppers, we had candy pulls. I learned to read there. On Saturday mornings, after my chores, my friends and I walked to the library. We looked for books to take home. But we usually just sat for the longest time around the big round table and toasted our toes on the big radiator. Oh, it was lovely. My father used to sing around home, and I remember hearing him sing, "Sitting in the Kingdom." I thought he meant sitting in the box of the Mabel Tainter Theater. The box was the kingdom to me. I tell people that I can remember being carried into the theater by my mother when I was less than 1, but they tell me that that's not possible.
Take an hour or two and walk around the memorial. The building is open for self-guided tours. If you are there on Sundays, participate in the service of the Unitarian Society of Menomonie.
We don't ever expect the Unitarians to leave this building. It's up to the Unitarians whether the facility can continue to meet their needs as their congregation changes, as their congregation grows, as their ministry to the community grows and changes. Does the Mabel Tainter still fulfill that? We certainly hope so. We continue to. When we did the plans for the renovation, one of the first things that the architects asked about was that little office down in the basement. Can we use that space? Absolutely not. That's the Unitarian office. And we want to make sure that they always have that presence within the building. So when we designed that lower level, we made sure that the 2nd Street entrance could be recognized as an entrance for the Unitarians' office, providing an additional annex space for them to go in and out of their office and give them a secure area and allow them continued access to the lower level. But at the same time, we wanted to make sure that the Unitarians felt comfortable with that. Would they like to be someplace else? So we spent the time sitting down and talking to them about that. And I believe we've met their needs and will continue to meet their needs as we move forward into the future. I think when we look back at what the initial intent of the Tainter family was, we've brought that forward in more modern days. That we realize that in western Wisconsin there's actually musicians and songwriters and performers, actors and actresses who are making a living with the arts. And we wanted to provide a venue for them to gain exposure within their own community. In the last 3 years, the Mabel Tainter Theater has gone from a performing arts season of 13 performances, and then maybe an additional civic organization presentations of 2 or 3, maybe a partnership with the public library and so forth for one city, one book, and that type of thing, to 52 performances within our performing arts season, plus an additional dozen civic groups that use the theater. Everyone from, once again, the Unitarians to the Menomonie Public Library, to the Red Cedar Peace Initiative, which will be doing an exhibit in collaboration with the Menomonie Middle School, to Cedar Brook Church, to the Harvest Time Church, to the Grace Lutheran Church, to the Women's Club of Menomonie. The list just goes on and on. And that's the key to what we've done with programming, is not only expanding the amount of performers we bring on stage that you can see through a ticket admission, but also expanding the number of community events that take place within the building that are either free or very affordable at a $2, $3 admission ticket price.
Some performers on the Mabel Tainter stage say that they see the shadows of Mabel appearing in dressing rooms before they go on. Others say that they have seen her high in the catwalks above the stage. Wherever she appears, she sends encouragement and support to anyone whose performance brings joy and delight to the people who visit the Mabel Tainter Memorial.